How you doing? How you doing? This your boy John Doe. John Doe. How you John Doe? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? John Doe. John Doe. Yo, now everybody who play on Xbox, you know what I'm saying, they'll know. See, right now I'm not connected to anything, you know. I can unconnect and that shit can connect over there. See, but I'm not connected. As you can see, it was loading in. Connect to Xbox Live. No network is connected on my Xbox One. I logged in on my Xbox One, but nothing is connected. Watch this here. As you know, Matt's Curse of the Brotherhood is an arcade game. Look at that now. But yet I can go in and I can play it. Go in and I can play it. As you see, it's starting up. Killer Instinct. Also, arcade game. Free to play. Mind you, I'm not connected to anything. I ain't going to play it. Strider. Another arcade game. Paid for. I can go in and play it. So, people was bashing the Xbox console for not allowing you to play your games without a connection. But as you can see, I'm not connected to anything right now. On the PlayStation, you cannot play your games. That's about it. Let me get back to the video. Yeah. What's up, people? This your boy John Doe. How y'all doing, man? Yeah, you seen the little video I just put up? Check this out right here. This is what Yoshida said to his to, I guess, a consumer of the PlayStation 4. Check it out. Now look at this here. He says, I guess the dude asked him, I thought that it was no DRM. The E3 presentation was about disc-based games. Games have DRM since 2006. You know what I'm saying? Began on PSN in 2006 or whatever. Thanks for the quick reply. Now that I remember, you do stand corrected, but why does digital have DRM? It's a purchase, not free. Without DRM, it would be easy to work around the system to have many copies of the game with one purchase. You know, that is crazy for the simple fact that the whole stance of what Sony was saying was everyone have DRM, you know what I'm saying? The ponies fall hard, there's no DRM, you know what I'm saying? We can play our games wherever, you know, so on and so on. But everything that Sony has said, they went back on. And as you can see in my video, I just showed you on my Xbox, the Xbox One, the console that people hate. I don't have to be connected. I can play my digital games offline. No problem. I can play them offline. Will that change in the future? Who knows? But as of right now, Microsoft is doing what Sony said they was going to do. And a lot of people, pull this mic a little bit closer. A lot of people faulted Microsoft because everybody was like, well, I got to check in. I can't play my games offline, this, that, and the third. But Microsoft system isn't a brick. Right now, the Sony PlayStation 4 is a brick. If I was to buy all my games digital on the PlayStation 4, they don't got check-ins. It's just plain and simple. If I'm not connected to the internet, I can't play my games, period. You know what I'm saying? There's no 24-hour check-ins. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? If all my games is digital, and I'm not connected to some type of internet, I cannot play my game. So therefore, the console is a brick. You know, and that's wrong. And that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to go out and buy physical games when there's digital games out there. Why should I have to go out and get a digital game, a physical game, when a digital game comes out the same time, and plus it's way more convenient? You know, like, I have never had a problem with DRM, but I feel that these companies need to find a better way of implementing the DRM. 24-hour check-ins, I don't feel that's a good way. What's the other thing? Having me put in the CD key would be much better. You know, because Steam don't do this. Steam, they check it right. They update everything right when you log in. You get what I'm saying? If you're offline, then you can just play your games or whatever. You know, you can share your games with however many friends. You know what I'm saying? You mess with or whatever. And pretty much on the Xbox One, it's the same way. Like, if I would, like, my console is my console. But if I know somebody and I got a game and I want them to be able to play it, I can give them my information and then they can download the game on their console. Sony, you can't do that. They have always restricted you in that way. Even with the 360, I download a game on this 360 that I got right here. I can put it on the memory stick, take it into another room, put it in the other 360 or whatever, download it. The only thing I would have to do, I would have to log in that console in order for it to actually download and work. You know what I'm saying? But once that's done, the other console can play that game as much as they want to. And everybody was screaming out how Microsoft is doing you wrong, they doing this, they doing the third. But yet Sony the one who keep lying to their consumers. They continuously lying over and over and over. And it's on the consumers to actually step up and take a stand against the lying, you know. I understand, like, Sony is your console of choice, but y'all got to self-police Sony like y'all been self-policing every other console that y'all don't own. And I'm speaking about the ponies. You know, it's not enough people in the community actually, and it's the YouTube community, because the real world, you know, people who don't really indulge in this type of activities that we do on YouTube, you know, or online in general, they can care two shits about not being able to play their games, you know what I'm saying, not having online. They ain't really complaining about this shit, you know, because they really don't care, you know what I'm saying. They productive, you know, but for the people who really, you know what I'm saying, care about all the ins and outs of their consoles and their gaming experience, on the Sony side, y'all need to step up. Like, just think about this here now. If Sony going through all of this turmoil internally right now, how can they possibly give you a quality product in the VR headset? I want y'all just to sit back and think about that for a second. How can they possibly give a quality product? But let me stop right there, because I always forget to do this. Make sure you check the description. And let me know if you like this video. You know what I'm saying? All my links is down there. Google, Facebook, Twitter, a gamer tag, everything down there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come get at me. But how can they give y'all a quality product? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you really like, and make sure you hit up them comment section, because I want to know what y'all think about this. But I just don't see how Sony can do what they say they're going to do with this VR headset, you know. But, you know, that's just the way I feel about it. let's move on, shall we? You know what I'm saying? There's other stuff I want to cover in this 2 cents other than Sony, but that's like major to me. That's like one of the major things that I had a gripe with. All right, here we go. The next thing I want to really get into, my boy Mr. T-Tech. How you doing, sir? He put a video out and he was just like, are the next generation consoles worth it? And it all depends on the person, you know, because with every person, you know what I'm saying, who purchased a next generation console, the you know what I'm saying, it's gonna differ. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna have the same opinion on, you know what I'm saying, these consoles. To be honest with you. You know, and this goes back to like not just with Microsoft, this goes back to the PlayStation as well. With Nintendo, we know they killed off the Wii U. The Wii U don't got no support right now. They completely killed it. And I'm gonna get into that on the next part of this video. But let me go on and get this out. When it comes to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, the PS4, honestly, I don't know why people going out and getting it, because it's not offering. It's putting out games, but it's not putting out the games at the level the PS3 was putting them out when it actually slowed down. You get what I'm saying? With the Xbox One has released multiple exclusives to the console when the PS4 isn't releasing those amount of exclusives. So on the Xbox One side, people can literally just have an Xbox One and enjoy their gaming experience right now, because what we got: Forza, Rise, Dead Rising, Titanfall, Max Curse of the Brotherhood. I know I'm missing a few games, but it's a lot of games there that they can actually play and enjoy. That's exclusive strictly to the Xbox One. You get what I'm saying? That's exclusive. We ain't talking about the multiplats. You know, and when you add in like the multiplats into those exclusives, you got a whole bunch of hours of gaming. You get what I'm saying? And most of the games look better, and you know what I'm saying, frames is just a little bit better than they were on the 360 or whatever. But the reason why a lot of people, it's hard for people to actually move on to the Xbox One or even to the PS4. You know, the PS4 is really been hyped. You know, that's why so many people feel they gotta have it now. But right in my eyes, the PS4 isn't a have right now system. You get what I'm saying? Because they're not offering the have right now games. You know, you don't go out and buy a $400 console to play indie games. I don't care. They can make that argument all they want to. I'm not spending $400 to play indie. Shoot, I could go spend $200 and get a Ouya and play indie game. You know, well, I think it's like $99 now, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? And play indie games. Hell, I can play indie games on the cell phone. I can play it on my tablet. You know, I don't have to go spend $400 on a console to play indie games. But both consoles still have a lot of growing to do. With the PlayStation isn't really known to be a console that evolves over the years. You know, basically what you get, they might tweak it a little bit, but with the Xbox, you know, Microsoft has just look at where the 360 started off to how it plays and what it does now. It didn't even have party chat when the 360 originally released. A lot of people don't know that, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Cross game party chat came later. I think that was like in 2006, 2007, something like that. They put in cross game chat or whatever. So if Xbox 360 completely evolved over time, just imagine the evolution that the Xbox One would have over time. It's only going to get better, man. And that's what we keep trying to tell people. You know, Don't base these consoles on where they started. You base them on where they end at. And I feel that the Xbox brand is going to be the better brand. But it's still like Microsoft. I can't say Sony, you know what I'm saying? But on the Microsoft side, I feel Microsoft really hurt themselves when they didn't port over their digital games, their digital arcade, because a lot of people like those digital games or whatever that's on the 360. They're digital, Like they just released another Yu-Gi-Oh, brand new Yu-Gi-Oh for the Xbox 360. That's not on the Xbox One. And people going to continuously go back, or they're not going to be as quick to jump over to the new consoles as long as there is quality games coming out for the 360. Should they kill off the 360? No. I feel as long as people playing on the 360, they should keep it alive. That's 80 million people. You know what I'm saying? Why would you kill off 80 million people? I wouldn't put out games at the frequency that games come out for the Xbox One. But I would still support it, you know what I'm saying, until more people adapt the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the PlayStation 3. I wouldn't kill off the PlayStation 3. I slowly put out less games, you know what I'm saying, until that fan base moves over to the PlayStation 4 or whatnot. But with Nintendo completely killed off their the Wii. And they had over 100 million users on there, man. And that's just stupid. Why would you kill off 100 million people? And, you know what I'm saying? And what, they at 7 million right now? For 7 million people. 7 million. You kill off 100 million for 7. And then you got like absolutely no support for third party. We're going into the Nintendo thing right now. And it was a question asked to me last night. Something about like what should they do or whatever. If Nintendo doesn't put out a console within the next 2 years, I just don't see how Nintendo can survive in a console race. See, because I honestly think there's going to be another powerful console coming to the mix in the next 2 years. And if Nintendo don't put out another console within the next 2 years, they're going to lose a lot of footing. No matter what kind of games they got, or what kind of games they're dropping. And another thing that was said is the policies, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, you put out these kiddie games for the children. That's cool. But you got to give the hardcore gamers, well, I'm not going to say hardcore, that's the wrong word I want to use, the mature gamers, a game that they can gravitate to, like with Microsoft, they got their Halo Gears. With PlayStation, they got their God of War Uncharted. Nintendo, they still giving you Mario and Zelda. You see what I'm saying? Microsoft will put out like a Banjo and Kazooie. Hopefully they bring that back. You know what I'm saying? They got the arcade games. You know what I'm saying? Little kid. You know what I'm saying? They got the Viva Pinatas and stuff like that there. Nintendo, they got the I can't think of the little hacky sack thing name. They got kid friendly games that you can, you know what I'm saying, push toward the kids. But Nintendo only got kid friendly games. They ain't got no mature titles, really. This X game they coming out, it look like it's a more mature game, but they actually got to give the fan base a more mature games, because Nintendo brought us in, most people into gaming, but we grown up. We don't want to play Marios and Kirby's and Zeldas. Even though I love Zelda, I would play the hell out of Zelda. Don't get that twisted. All right, but you can't continue to just play those type of games. You gotta evolve with your fans. You gotta evolve with your fans, man. But I'm not gonna go on too much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this 2 cents, man. But I definitely want to touch on a couple of things because with that DRM thing. Oh. Before I leave out, man, Phil Spencer was promoted to head of Xbox. I think that's a big move, man, because he have been pretty well received with the Xbox fans. You know, I think the dude talk funny. Not his actual vocal, the way he say things, but the way his boss book, man, he's a funny character to me, man. But you know, I say he's a real professional dude or whatever. And I know he knows what the fans, because he does a lot of interacting with the actual community, you know. So I'm hoping that it goes in the right way, and people, please stop hoping that Microsoft gets sold, because it's not. You know, I don't think there's a company out there that can pay Microsoft the money that the company is actually worth. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost a lot of money to buy for Xbox from Microsoft. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They will have to fire everybody, get rid of all the studios that they just built. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all the people they just brought in in order to sell off the Xbox One. Because, that's a lot of overhead, man. That's a lot of money that has to be spent. But, this your boy John Doe, man. Like I say, make sure you comment down there, man, because I want to know what you guys think about this. But this your boy John Doe with another 2 cent, and I'm out. Later, people. Yeah.